What's up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Dog Pod. Today we're going to talk about the NBA play-in games. Right now we have the Bulls and the Raptors coming up at 6:30. I'm a little nervous about this one, especially with everything going on. The Bulls blowing like 20-point leads and all this other stuff. Like it's just really worrying me. We played down to our opponent, and like the good opponents, we go out there and we succeed. But this, like the opponents that we should beat, like we don't beat, and that's what scares me. Like going into playing, like this is a one and done. You either win or you lose. It's pretty much like a March Madness tournament. You get a win, you're in. You lose, you're out, and it's scary to me, man. Um, but anyway, so we're gonna start this off talking about this. Okay, so the Raptors are the number one team right now, home court advantage, and we play them in Toronto, which is another scary thing. Okay, very scary thing. Also, there's another play-in game. I gotta go look and see what it is though. Um, I'm sorry, guys. I need to go look and see what it is. Um, there's a way I can. Let's trace this out real quick. Okay, so we're gonna go look and see the playing games that's gonna go on right now or today. Um, it shouldn't be like I'm not really sure, but we're gonna check real quick. Um, so playing games right now for the NBA. Okay, so here we are. We got the Hawks and the Bucks already play. Not the Hawks and the Bucks, but the Hawks and the Heat already play. So the Heat are out. The Hawks have advanced. We have game two with the Lakers and the Timberwolves. The Lakers have earned the seventh seed and advanced to the NBA playoffs, and now we are the last one. Another game tonight is the Thunder and the Pelicans. I have the Thunder taking the Pelicans. The Thunder have just been on a very nice win streak so far. They play really well, and you know I'm excited. I'm excited. So we play Miami if we win. We are the 10th seed and they are the ninth seed. It kind of scares me a little bit. In a sense, actually it's 7 p.m. I thought it was 6:30. If we look at the last games, we lost to the Raptors by 6. Should have beat them. Then we beat them by 14. And then we lost by 9. Then we beat them by 14. And then February 3rd, we lost by 7 in OT. Raptors get home advantage versus the Bulls. It's kind of scary. Fred VanVleet has been on a tear lately. Pascal Siakam's been playing amazing. DeMar DeRozan's been playing good for us. Zach LaVine's been playing good for us. Like, our bench has to show out this game to win, and let's just really hope that they win. Let's just really hope that they win. I'm scared, but that's how it is. Okay, so the second we're going to talk about is the NFL draft coming up. So the Bears have the ninth pick. As you guys know, we traded the number one pick for DJ Moore, a couple of picks. So DJ Moore was a big trade or a big trading piece for us. We needed that. We needed one of those go-to wide receivers for us. So that was a good trade for us. But now we have the ninth pick in the draft. And what do I want us to go with? I want us to go in the trenches. I want us to get a left guard, a right guard, a left tackle, or a right tackle. I want us to get someone on the O-line because we need it. If you guys look real quick, sorry, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Well, I don't even know what just popped up. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're gonna look this up real quick. All right, so we have an article from PFF, Pro Football Focus, and it says the Chicago Bears need to help Justin Fields out, but Fields also needs to help himself. I think this might be old, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is November 4th, 2022. We were one of the most sacked. Like, our quarterback was one of the most sacked in 2022. So we got to fix that. We got to fix it. We have got to fix it. Hopefully we can fix that. So I was thinking like Paris Johnson, like a dude like Paris Johnson would be great for us. Like Paris Johnson, if you guys look at Paris Johnson here, you guys can't see it, but I can see it. So Paris Johnson right here, we have his combine stats, we have everything right now, and we're gonna look. So this dude is going to be a monster, a freak. He's going to be crazy for any NFL team that gets him. I hope that he falls. I hope so. But he's 6'6", he's 310 pounds. He's only let one QB pressure. He's insane. This kid's going to be great. I mean, dude, he's going to be a killer. I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited for Paris Johnson. Another dude that we've been looking for is JSN. So Jackson Smith-Njigba. As you guys know, this used to be Justin Fields' main target, main weapon. If we can bring Jackson Smith-Njigba in the later rounds, we'll be solid. We'll be for sure solid. I know I talk more about football. I meant more about basketball than I do football, but, football, NFL draft's coming up. I love football as well, so, we're going to start into it. But Jackson Smith-Njigba, another player that a lot of people want on the Bears. Me, personally, I want him. Okay? I want him. Okay, so another player that's really, really been circling around is Tyree Wilson. So Tyree Wilson is one of those project players. You look at Tyree Wilson and you're like, what's going on with Tyree Wilson? I've never heard of him. Why is he even in the conversation? Like, nah, bro. Tyree Wilson is crazy, man. He's insane. If we're gonna look on his ESPN stats, so his 2022 season, he had 36 solo tackles. He had 7 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 0 interceptions. That's not crazy, right? That's not crazy by any means. That's not insane. That's not insane at all. He's inconsistent, right? Well, so the 2019, right? He only had 1.5 sacks. 2020 he only had 1.5 sacks. 2021 he had 7 sacks, and then 2022 he had another 7 sacks. So he's consistent, right? He's consistent on a daily basis or, on a yearly basis. He's 6'6", 275. He's built like a Mack truck. He is so fast. He had a great combine. He's just everything you would want in a football player, in an edge rusher. And then, okay, so listen, a lot of people have been talking about Will Anderson. Will Anderson's his competition. Will Anderson this, Will Anderson that. I wanted to Will Anderson more than anybody else wanted to Will Anderson on the Bears, but I'm sorry, he's not going to fall to the 9th round. If he falls to the 9th round, I will be grateful, but he won't. I'm telling you, he's not going to fall to the 9th round. So as you guys see, Will Anderson, right? We're going to look at Will Anderson real quick, his stats and everything, right? Okay. Look at this. Total different story on Tyree Wilson and Will Anderson, right? So 2020, he had 7 sacks, right? The 2021 season, he had 17.5 sacks. Okay? Now, 17.5 sacks is crazy. That's almost 18 sacks. He's got to be... Okay, so, like, there's 12 games in the college, right? Yeah, there's 12 games, plus 13, plus 14. Because I think 2021 they went to the national championship. Or maybe not. I can't remember. But that's like 2 sacks a game. 2 to 3 sacks a game. But then in 2022, he only had 10 sacks. So, yeah. He's crazy. 6'4", 243 out of Hampton, Georgia. He's insane. He's fast. He's crazy. He's gifted. He's really gifted. So then we look at another player. Witherspoon. I forgot his last name, but Witherspoon. Devon Witherspoon. I'm sorry, I don't know why I forgot that name, but Devon Witherspoon. He's crazy, man. If we look at his drafting combine prospect profile, right? I'm trying to pull it up real quick. Unless my computer just had an aneurysm, I don't know. But he's 5'11", 5'11 and a half. He's 181 pounds. He's crazy. He's from Pensacola, Florida. He has an 8'7", 7/8 inches. For his hands, he's crazy. He's got good arms. He's got a 6.43 prospect grade. Will become a good starter within 2 years. He's crazy, dude. The way that he works, and I mean, he's out of Syracuse. He's good, man. He works. I just said he's out of Syracuse, didn't I? No, he's out of Illinois. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, guys. He's out of Illinois. But he's gonna be a big player, man. He's gonna be crazy. He's gonna be insane. So he run a 4.440 at his pro day. He's gonna be crazy, man. He's gonna be insane. He's going to be insane for us. Another player is Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is one of the most... How do I explain this? He is one of the most hit or miss players in the draft. If we look at Jalen Carter, he's a crazy player. He played super well in the national championship. One of the best runs I've ever seen in the national championship. Right? Okay. 16 solo tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Right? So he's not crazy. I mean, he's good, but he's not like Will Anderson crazy by any means. But he also came in some trouble. So you guys know that he got into a car accident. I think it was a car accident. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure it was a car accident. But he got in a car accident and he turned himself in. So there's a lot of stuff. NFL scouts are looking at that like, whoa, should we take him? Should we not? Should we make a gamble on him? And the Bears got the number 9 seed, so he could fall. So the Bears could pick Jalen Carter up. Remember, we had one of the worst QB pressures last year. We did not get to the quarterback like we used to. So we could take Jalen Carter, could take Tyree Wilson. It's really it's kind of really a matchup to see who we wanted. I've heard Tank Dell in the conversation for the Bears. You guys know who Tank Dell is? He's insane. He's one of the best. He's one of the best players in college football. I mean, he's insane. He comes out of Houston. 6.25 will eventually be an average starter, which is a good grade. He's from Houston, Daytona Beach, Florida. Senior, 5'8". He's 5'8", so he's more of a slot receiver type. 165 pounds. He's insane. He's crazy. He got good hands. His combine wide receiver rank was a 4th. His athleticism was a 25th. And a total score was 4th. Okay. He ran a 4.49 at the 40-yard dash. A 10-yard split was a 1.49 seconds. He didn't do the vertical jump, but his broad jump was a 10-1. So this kid he's crazy. One person that I think is still in the draft, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Tennessee fan, Cedric Tillman. Ceddy Tillman. Now, a lot of people are talking about Jalen Hyatt. If the Bears pick Jalen Hyatt, I'll be happy. If the Bears get Josh Downs, I'll be happy. If the Bears get Jackson Smith-Jigba, I'll be happy. If the Bears get Jordan Addison or Quentin Johnston, I love Quentin Johnston. I look at Quentin Johnston's game, and he's crazy. He's insane. He's a 6'5" wide receiver. Kind of reminds me of a little Megatron action. He's crazy. He's good. So, here is Cedric Tillman. Now we're going to look at his stats. Las Vegas, Nevada, senior, 6'3", 213 pounds, 10 inches for his hands. 6.38, right, will eventually be a plus starter. Okay, so he's a 77. That's not bad, but it's not good either. But it's still good. 4.54 seconds in the 10-yard split. The 4.54 seconds in the 40-yard dash. So he's not the fastest, but he is fast, right? So we look at this. We got a production score. 2023 combine wide receiver rank was a 10th. Athleticism score was a 27th. Total score was an 11th. So we got a 77. 4.54 seconds on a 40-yard dash. He's not too fast. He's got more in-game speed. 1.53 on the 10-yard split. He's got a 37 vertical jump, a 47-inch vertical jump. Crazy. He's head top in DBs. He did this at Tennessee. He was a little injured this year. A little injury setback. So we didn't have him for a lot of the year, but when he came in, he was a production player. 10.5 inches, or not 10.5, but 10.8 inches on the broad jump is good. He's crazy, man. Look at his strength. He comes from NFL bloodlines, plays the game with desired physicality. Posted 17 catches for 352 yards and 2 touchdowns in Tennessee's games against Alabama and Georgia in 2021. Proven toughness over the last 2 years. Unfazed catching in traffic. He's very unfazed. He'll catch anything he wants to. Wide catch radius paired with strong hands. Plays deep throws with focus, body control, and A-plus ball skills. He is one of your deep-end wide receivers. He's a deep threat wide receiver. Adjust his pacing and positioning for optimal catch success. Drags cornerbacks for extra yardage after the catch. This dude is a tank. I'm telling you, dude, there's so many times. One of the games that really surprised me was the Pittsburgh game, right? You watch the Pittsburgh stats on Cedric Tillman. He catches a ball, he brings it down. He's so quick. Well, he's not the quickest, but he's got average speed, right? And he's got so much strength. He's really good, and he can just turn those legs. He's turning his legs, and he just falls down and breaks the pylon for a touchdown. So, like, he's going to be crazy. But his weaknesses, we're going to look at his weaknesses real quick. Lacks sudden takeoff to consistently elude physical corners. So he's not the best on the press situations, right? He's not the best. Looked a step slower even before the ankle injury in 2022. So he's not the speediest wide receiver that you need. Needs to fight off coverage at the top of the route. Okay, so he does have a little, doesn't possess clear second gear to run under deep throws. When he's mostly like when Hendon Hooker and him was like connecting, Hendon Hooker was throwing a dime to him. He was trying to catch under it. When he came back, he didn't try to come back for the ball, really. He did some games, and it made him look like an absolute monster. Must prove he can make it back to 2021 form. 2021 form, he was demons. He was a demon. He was crazy. Do I think he can do it? I think he can do it. Doesn't always snap off breaks with this decisive burst. So, he's crazy, man. He's insane, but that's his weaknesses. Let's look at the sources. So we got a source from the National Scout for AFC team. We have Big Time Gamer. He had a high ankle sprain against Akron and was never close to 100% after that, but he did everything he could to get back on the field and help his team instead of shutting it down. So I heard a lot of people talk bad about that's the Bears prospects. There's more. I'll give you guys more when I find out. But here is another player that we're gonna look at. Hendon Hooker. So I'm pretty sure you guys know who Hendon Hooker is. Hendon Hooker, he is kind of the guy that's fallen under the radar. Towards ACL last year. Is just, he performs at a high level. Not the fastest player out of the pocket, but can deliver a really nice deep ball. He's super well-rounded. 6'3", but he is pretty old. So, but came out of Virginia Tech, transferred to Tennessee, and was an immediate impact. When Joe Milton was throwing mallards, what happened to Joe Milton was he played pretty bad, so Hendon Hooker was in, and that was his team from day one. Now it's Milton's team. He's at 87. 86 production score. Ranked the third combine QB rank in production. Athleticism was a fourth, and the total score he had a second. So he's not bad by any means. He played really well against Tennessee. He played really good. His NFL comparison is Desmond Ridder. So we're going to look at the overview real quick. The Hooker's age and ACL tear will be starting points for many draft conversations. But the most important question to be answered is whether he can thrive outside the Tennessee offense. Hooker was frequently a half-field reader, which means he could lean on spacing, speed, and or route combinations to make life easier. He's more accurate outside the numbers than between the hashes, and his deep ball placement was much more uneven than expected. However, Hooker plays with excellent poise and footwork as a pocket passer. He will make quarterback coaches and play callers happy with his adherence to keeping plays on schedule. He's still showing signs of improvement and growth at the position, and his ability to hurt teams with his legs create opportunities to help his offense outside of what he does in the pocket. His recovery from the ACL tear will require monitoring, but he has the talent to become a starter in the timing-based spread offense. So, if you guys did not watch any Tennessee games, Josh Heupel ran a spread offense. It was kind of like a gimmicky offense. But he's still a good quarterback. Like, even in the gimmicky offense, you know, Hendon Hooker, Hendon Hooker, there was a video of them talking to him. I just dropped my phone. But there's a video of him talking to the reporters, and the reporters said, was talking about how, like, his offense was gimmicky. And he was like, it's not my fault. I just threw the ball, and my wide receivers caught it. So, we're going to look at his strengths real quick, right? Blends NFL pocket passer size with dual threat athleticism. That's really good. Rhythmic passer who prefers to keep plays on schedule. Good operation time with twitchy release and quick game. Really good player. I remember one thing that really gets me going on this one right here, the third one, good operation time with twitchy release and quick game. The game against Alabama with several seconds, like 20-some seconds left on the clock. Threw a dime, caught it, downed it, kicked the field goal, game. Patient in allowing route combinations to develop. Very patient in the pocket. He does not get really. He doesn't really get unfazed. Footwork is as dialed in and consistent as you'll find among this year's QB prospects. Yeah, very much so. He's crazy. He's a good player. Avoids high risk, low yield throws for the most part. Yeah, if he can't throw it there, he's going to throw it away. TD interception ratio of 58.5 in the last 2 seasons. I think he only threw like 5 picks this season. I'm not sure. But he didn't throw any picks last year. Sticks with delivery regardless of pressure. Very, very true. Even if he is pressured, he's still going to deliver the ball. Feels edges collapsing and climbs pocket to safety. Oh, yeah, he climbs the pocket to safety a lot. When he feels like he is getting pressured, he will climb the pocket and deliver the ball. Or he'll climb the pocket and he'll run with the ball. And he's just super good. Helps identify protection for running backs. Yeah, he did. Jabari Small, Jalen Wright, they all did, and Dylan Sampson, they all did great things with like protecting the quarterback and stuff like that. Above average acceleration for success on called runs or as a scrambler. He is not the fastest guy in the world, but when you need him to pick up a first down, yeah, he'll pick up a first down. Weaknesses. Here's your weaknesses. Sustained torn ACL and left knee after last season. Coming off injury as a 25-year-old rookie. Rarely required to get through a slate of progressions in the Vols offense. Might need to prove he can make window throws to stationary targets. Sailed too many of his throws between the hashes. Yeah. But we played in the SEC. Tough competition, but he'll get down with it. Struggled when forced to throw on the move. Yeah, he did. Left touchdowns on the field due to inconsistent placement on deep throws. Internal clock hits snooze at times, leading to sacks that could have been avoided. Takes on too much contact as a runner. Very true, but when he takes contact as a runner, he delivers. So that's pretty much all with the NFL. I still think the Panthers pick up Bryce Young number one. Or, I don't know. Like, I feel like either CJ Stroud or Bryce Young. I like CJ Stroud better than Bryce Young. Me being a Tennessee fan, I watched Bryce Young in that miraculous game against Alabama. Yeah. So, I don't know. He's crazy. It's going to be a crazy prospect. Really, really good prospects, and the NFL draft is almost here. He's almost here. Remember, we had the 11th pick, and he dropped to us. Justin Fields dropped to us. So, if it can happen again, it can happen again. Super excited. Let's see what else we could talk about here. I talk about baseball a little bit, but I don't know too much about baseball. I know the Cubs are losing to the Mariners right now, so we'll pull that up real quick because I am a Cubbies fan. So we're gonna pull up the Cubs versus the Mariners. Right now it's 5-2, and that was so the Mariners beat the Cubs 5-2. Yeah, I don't know what happened today. I don't know. But Swanson leaves the Cubs game for the Mariners yesterday. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. But it's been pretty crazy. It's been very, very crazy the past couple of days. This is why I haven't been recording or anything like that. But we're back. I have a special guest coming up on the podcast soon. He actually helps with the sports broadcasting program at VT at Virginia Tech. So he should be coming on soon with me to discuss some things. Yeah. So pretty much I think that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of the Dog Pod. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have got any questions, if you got any suggestions on what I should do, how I should lay it out. I cleaned my room back here, so it's a little bit fixed up. I like it a lot better now. But so if you guys greatly if you can greatly subscribe, if you could help me out, that would be absolutely amazing. As always, guys, I love you guys. God bless. And keep watching my content. Keep giving me suggestions. I love you guys.